There was this really specific moment that marked the end of my marriage about a decade ago. It was such a profound feeling. I will never forget it. It really shook me from the inside, like it shook my soul. I walked into my living room where my ex husband and I had been living for over 5 years, and I could not recognize myself in anything, literally any decision we had made, from the furniture, where it goes, where we lived, what we did for a living, like what was on the walls. I could not recognize myself in a single decision. It was as if I had just woken up from a coma into someone else's life. It was the most uncomfortable feeling pretty much I've ever had. It's up there with the most uncomfortable feelings I've had. And it was on a level devastating. I had no idea how I had gotten there, how I had gotten so far away from myself to the point that I could not recognize who was living my life. I had no idea who this person was. She was so different. And that is partially that feeling was the end of my marriage. To be able to kind of go so far away from who I was to create a life that was so foreign, that was just unfathomable for me. And I couldn't find myself in that relationship anymore. So it was the end of that marriage. But then the decade that has followed it has all been about me figuring out why I did that, and getting to know myself and loving myself to the point that that I would never repeat that again. I never wanted to be in that situation again. But there's a really important lesson in that, because we're constantly getting to a place where the person that we have become is maybe not the person we want to be. And in those moments, it takes courage to be able to say, you know what I'm doing right now, who I am being right now, who I'm showing up as right now is not who I'm envisioning myself to be. And I am and want to be more than this. And then it takes courage from that point to kind of explore and see, who do I want to be? Who am I really underneath all of this that I have created around myself? And what are the next steps that I can take to bring me closer and closer to the person that I actually want to be in this life? It takes an incredible amount of courage. So I don't know where you are in your life. If you found this video, maybe this message resonates with you. Maybe you are in a place where you're not showing up as your full potential, as who you know you can be. Maybe you have habits that are not serving you. Maybe you drink too much, you sleep in too long, you distract yourself from the work that lights you up, that you know you want to be doing. And if you need a reminder or a permission to tap into the courage that you already have, to maybe step away from who you have been, because that's not your permanent state. That's just who you are being in this moment. Who I was being a decade ago in my marriage is not who I am today, and it's not who I am at my core. Even now, I am finding ways that I am not showing up as my full self. And it does take that courage. It does take me continually tapping into the courage of saying, just because I have been a certain way doesn't mean I have to continue that way moving forward. For example, I haven't been posting on Instagram because I've been feeling more distracted and maybe insecure, feeling like these messages don't matter. So I had to dig deep within myself this week and ask myself, what is my purpose here? What do I want to do? And what the answer I've come up with is that I want to entertain, I want to empower, and I want to inspire. And I do that with my voice, with my words, with my books, with my songs, whatever form it takes. And I hope that these messages are, if not entertaining, at the very least empowering or inspiring. I love you guys so much. Go out there, be your whole, full, beautiful self. I'll see you next time.